Hey, how's it going, everyone? Marcus here with MGN Sports, and in this video we're going to be previewing tonight's upcoming matchup between the Edmonton Oilers and St. Louis Blues. Big time game with a lot of playoff implications involved in this one, as the Blues are on the outside looking into a wild card race right now. I believe they're 5 points back of the Los Angeles Kings, so these guys are scrapping and clawing for their playoff lives here. Should be a good one with some fireworks going on tonight here between the Oilers and the Blues, you guys. Oilers are coming into this matchup here with a 45-23-4 record so far on their season. A nice 20-15-1 away record. Winners of their last 3 games, most notably over the weekend in that matinee matchup, just dusting up the Ducks, who have been absolutely abysmal over the last little bit here. They beat them by a final score of 6-1, handily winning that game. Oilers are also coming into this matchup 7-2-1 record over their last 10 games, so they've righted the ship quite nicely over the last little bit here, playing that high-quality hockey that we were used to seeing during that big 16-game winning streak there. The goaltending has been real good on the back end as well for this Oilers club as of late, so hopefully we can keep the positivity rolling in the right direction here. Over on the St. Louis Blues side of things, they're coming into this matchup with a 39-31-4 record on their season, a 22-13-2 record on their home ice so far this year, so they're a pretty good home ice team. They did lose their last game, though, versus the San Jose Sharks by a final score of 4-0. Got dusted up pretty good by a bad Sharks team there, so they're going to be chomping at the bit, coming out angry in this one, trying to get back on track here. Like I said, fighting for that wild card spot. They have been playing pretty good hockey as of late. Blues are coming into this matchup with 7 wins, 2 losses, 1 OT loss over the last 10 games. So same record as the Oilers over the last 10. So both teams are coming into this one hot and ready to rock and roll. Like I said, should be a good game. We'll go ahead and look at the goaltender matchup in this one as well. We got Stuart Skinner, the expected starter in net for the Oilers here. Obviously, Pickard did start over the weekend there against the Ducks, so there's no doubt in my mind Skinner will get the start here tonight. He's coming into this matchup with a 33-14-4 record on his season, a nice 2.62 goals against average with a .907 save percentage and 2 shutouts to go with that as well on his season. Has been playing real good in net for us as of late, so hopefully he can keep that ball rolling in the right direction here. Over on the Blues side of things, we got Binnington in net as the expected starter. He's coming into this one with a 26-19-4 record on his season. He's got a 2.83 goals against average with a .912 save percentage. Also has 3 shutouts to go with that on his season as well. So should be a good goaltending matchup here. Hopefully the Oilers can try and get under Binnington's skin early in this one and kind of piss him off. He seems to be one of those hothead goalies. He's been one of those goalies that gets penalized a lot and has done some dumb shit in the past. So hopefully we can kind of frustrate him and get under his skin in this game here. Go a long ways for the Oilers' success, you guys. And we'll go ahead and look at the injury report as well in this one. As for the Oilers, we only got 1 injury to report of. He is day-to-day is Brett Kulak with a head injury, so nothing too major. He's only day-to-day right now, so chances are he could be a game-time decision and be able to play in this game tonight, but as of right now, he is day-to-day with that head injury. And then over on the Blues side of things, they only have Sundqvist, who is out with a knee injury. Other than that, that's their only guy on their injury report, so both teams are coming into this one healthy and ready to roll. Injuries definitely shouldn't play a role in the outcome of this game. Go ahead and look at the standings as well real quick, you guys, in the Pacific Division, as well as the wildcard standings in the Western Conference here. A little bit of movement has happened over the last week here as the LA Kings were solidified in that 3rd spot in the Pacific Division. They fall into the 2nd wildcard spot now. Going over and looking at the Pacific Division standings here, you got Vancouver still sitting in 1st place with 100 points and 74 games played. Edmonton slowly creeping up there. We got 94 points, 6 points back with 72 games played. Still have 2 games in hand on Vancouver there, so there is a good chance if we can finish strong here over the last 10 games that Edmonton can scrap and claw and fight their way into that 1st overall in the Pacific Division. And then you got Vegas sitting 4 points back of Edmonton right now in the 3rd spot. They got 90 points and 74 games played right now. 3 points up on the Los Angeles Kings still. They've kind of squandered their opportunity here to hold on to the top 3 spot in the last week or so. You got Nashville holding on to that 1st wildcard spot right now with 90 points and 74 games. And then the Kings just behind them, 3 points back with 87 points and 73 games played. You got a couple teams on the outside looking in who are still got a fighter's chance here to be able to claw back into the wild card standings. You got St. Louis 5 points back of the Kings here, 82 points in 74 games played, hence why this is such a massive matchup tonight between the Blues and the Oilers. Lots of playoff implications on the line in this one. Then you got Minnesota 2 points back of St. Louis with 80 points total and 73 games played. To me, those are really the only 2 teams on the outside looking in that could have a shot in the dark here to try and claw their way into a wild card position. I think you got Calgary back there, but they only have 73 points right now. And I think 73 or 74 games played. So the chances of them getting in when they're like 14 points back is slim to none. Calgary basically would have to win out the rest of the season here and have the Kings lose a couple games to be able to even get into the playoffs. So I definitely don't see that happening. So to me right now, it's really just St. Louis and Minnesota who got an opportunity to maybe pull off an upset and get into those wild card spots. But it seems to be things are pretty solidified right now in the Western Conference, in the wild card spot, as well as the Pacific Division here. You might have some flip-flop between the Golden Knights and the Los Angeles Kings. Even the Oilers, if they squander the opportunity and shit the bed going down the stretch here, we could end up being in that third spot in the Pacific Division or even falling into a wild card spot here. But hopefully if the boys keep it rolling, keep playing good, hard-nosed hockey here. So no doubt in my mind we should be able to hold on to that second spot and possibly even move ahead of Vancouver for first place in the Pacific. But we'll have to see what happens, you guys. We'll go through some of the keys to victory in this game versus the Blues for the Oilers here as well before we round out this video. First key to victory that I have for this Oilers club here is just getting under the skin of Binnington. Like I said, he is a hot-headed goalie. There's been many times in the past, where he's made the highlight reel for trying to fight guys or taking cheap shots and drawing penalties. He's one of them goalies that probably is one of the most penalized goalies in the league with just some of the cheap shots that he likes to take. And, just if he's having a bad performance, he really kind of goes off his rocker. So I think if we can get him off his game early in this one, just try and get under his skin, get chippy in front of the net, get some screens going in front of him, digging underneath his pads when he's, holding a puck for a whistle there. Just do all those little dirty things, just trying to get under the guy's skin, get him off his game. I think that's going to go a long ways to the Oilers' success in this game. And then the second key to victory that I have for this Oilers club here is just bringing that playoff intensity. Like I said, St. Louis is fighting for that wild card spot right now. They're still 5 points back. So they got a lot of winning left to do in the last 8 to 10 games of their season here if they're going to want to make the playoffs. So this is going to be a do or die mentality coming from them in this game. So we got to just make sure that we're matching that playoff caliber intensity in this one. And I think that's going to be a big-time recipe for the Oilers' success in this game as well. And then the final key to victory that I have for this Oilers club here is Skinner shutting the door against this team. St. Louis isn't great offensively, so definitely an opportunity here for Skinner just to shut the door and batten down the hatches on the back end for us. St. Louis is 26th ranked team in goals per game. They only average 2.82 goals per game, and they're the 24th ranked team in the league in shots on goal with only averaging 28 shots on goal per game. So definitely something the Oilers need to take advantage of. Don't allow these guys to get a lot of high-grade scoring chances. Keep them out of the slot, shooting from the outside, making life easy on Skinner there, being able to shut down things on the back end, and I think the Oilers will do just fine being able to pull out the victory in this one here. I'll give you guys a little final score prediction in this one. I do think it's going to be a pretty tight, close-knit game just because of the playoff implications and the Blues, coming in a little bit angry after squandering an opportunity versus a lowly Sharks team and losing 4-0 versus them. They're going to come in with their hair on fire here and wanting to get back on track, try and get back into a win column. Keep their playoff chances alive. But I do think the Oilers are going to hang on in a scrappy, clawy game here when a 3-2 overtime victory is what I'm going to predict for this Edmonton Oilers club here. Like I said, I think Skinner stands on his head in this game, has a great performance, and just kind of shuts the door early in this one, just kind of holding the Oilers in there, and we're able to kind of run away with it late and take over in that overtime period with Draisaitl and McDavid and take home the victory in this one, you guys. So that's my final score prediction, 3-2 for the Oilers in overtime. Would love your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. What do you think the final score will be in this game? And what position do you think the Oilers are going to finish in the Pacific here? A week ago, you guys, I thought they were solidified in that second spot. The way things have changed in the last week, I could definitely see Edmonton climbing ahead of Vancouver here, especially we got a game against Vancouver coming up here, I think in a week or so as well. That plays into our advantage if we're able to beat them in that game. So should be a good finish to the end of the season here, you guys. But that pretty well wraps her up for this video. I appreciate you watching. And this is Marcus with MGN Sports signing off. Peace.